Hi everyone, Lisa Haven here, and I have an intriguing report and one in which you're going to want to know about. Over the past couple of years, we know Google has been in league with those in the government via providing information on American citizens to organizations like the National Security Agency. Well, they've done this multiple times in history's past. Well, now they have invented a watch, and actually it's an old patent, but I had not discovered it till I did a little more research recently, so you may have heard about it, but I'm guessing many of you have not. But a patent technology of a watch that takes your blood. Yeah, no joke, a literal vampire watch. And no, it's not just for glucose monitoring. It's above and beyond, and it really crosses the line between uber creepy. Now let me show you the patent itself so you don't have to take my word for it. As you can see on the screen here, this is a patent that was put out by Google. Google is the main head of that. And it also references Eric Peters and Peter Smith as the inventors, but the applicant itself is Google. Now, the abstract of this technology, before I show you some of the images, it states it's a system for needle-free drawing of blood is disclosed. A device can include an evacuated negative pressure barrel with a membrane sealing an aperture at a distal end and a housing affixed to the proximal end. An accelerator barrel can be positioned within the negative pressure barrel and fixed to the housing, with an open proximal end in a chamber in the housing and an open distal end aligned with the aperture. The chamber can be filled with pressurized gas, and a trigger valve can hydraulically separate the chamber from the open proximal end of the accelerator barrel. And then it goes on to say a micro particle positioned within the accelerator barrel can be accelerated to high speed by an abrupt surge of gas by releasing the trigger valve. Interesting there, and you can kind of read the rest, but you can see the images on the screen of this vampire blood-sucking watch, which admittedly they claim is a mini particle accelerator. I don't know about you, but any watch on my hand that wants to suck my blood, well, I'm not for that. And here's the thing, as I stated in the beginning of this video, Google has already been known to leak massive amounts of information to the NSA, the National Security Agency, the CIA, and other organizations in which they know that the actions of those organizations to illegally spy on citizens without any cause to do so. And now Google wants to draw our blood. Why? Well, I'm guessing the information from those blood draws would go directly to a governmental organization, and who knows what else they would use it for, but I'm not going to give any of that blood information, at least to Google, that is. But this Google watch is creepy and something that is eerily similar to things that we hear in the book of Revelation, where you're given a mark where you cannot buy, sell, or trade. Now, there's a lot of theories on what that mark could be, and I'm not saying the watch is a mark because it says it will be in your hand or forehead, that we know. But I'm saying there are some pretty bold lines that I believe this patent technology is crossing. Now, here's something else to think about. If you look at Google's logo, and I'm sure many of you have seen this, but I want to point out the obvious. Notice the 3 6s in the logo. If I were to create a logo for whatever company I had, I can guarantee you I would do everything in my power to make sure 3 6s were not a part of that logo. Yet, here we have Google with that image in their logo. Now, here's another thing to think about. When we think about this mini particle accelerator blood-sucking vampire watch, which again, it was published, the patent was published in 2015. I think they started it in 2014. So if you've heard about it, that's amazing. If not, you need to hear about it. But with the technology of this mini particle accelerator, and this is just my bracelet, but I can think of another particle accelerator that is a little creepy, and that is Cern. Now, I've brought Anthony Patch on here and done some really cool ties with Cern, and quite frankly, many people believe that they are open up demonic portals, and I'll leave that out there for you guys to research and look into. But here's the thing about Cern as well. They also have the same 666 in their logo. Again, why even put it in the logo to begin with? Good question. Well, I've left you guys with a lot of information to delve through, the two logos, the watch, and a creepy thing in my opinion. Anyhow, wanted to bring you the latest on all of that. And that said, please make sure you're on a VPN. A VPN is a virtual private network that scrambles your IP address. So when Google and the NSA, as I mentioned earlier in this report, attempt to find your information and what you're searching for, because Google knows before everybody else what you're doing on a daily basis. You're getting married, you're gonna go Google that. You're getting a divorce, you're gonna go Google that. So it knows before any other person. We'll get a scrambler and a VPN. I use Virtual Shield /go/Lisa Haven. There's 20% off right now, and I don't know exactly how long that will last, but it is there for you. And I wanted to partner with them in order to combat some of the stuff that we're seeing on a daily basis. Anyhow, go check that out. All the information is below. If you like what you heard, like, subscribe, and share it on all your social media outlets. Anyhow, thanks again for tuning in. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.